Hey everybody, this is Scott Carpenter, aka Joe Black. I'm doing this little video to try to give a timeline to what has just happened to me today when I went to the Smoky Mountains working on some research. I just put in a second trail cam up there, and I went on pretty much an all afternoon hike, and I turned off the main trail and gone in a good mile and a half, maybe even 2 miles, and the only people I'd seen on the way in were a couple people on horseback, and you'll see that in the clip. But what I'm trying to do is set this clip up because what has happened to me I think is amazing, and I've got a theory on what's happened, and it's a mind blower. And of course my critics will swallow their tongues and roll around on the floor, I'm sure, and scoff, but you know, so be it. What my theory I think is pretty plausible. I'll try to make a long story short. I had stopped, I had eaten and drank me some water, and though I had put bug spray on, with all the sweat it wore off, and I mean I was really being swarmed. They weren't landing on me, but they were literally swarming me, and I was swatting them. So I stopped after I got through eating. I sprayed down all over and rubbed myself down with bug spray. And this area where I did this at was in a little low gap place, and it was very close to where last week I'd found a feather laying on the side of the trail, a turkey feather. And I'll explain, that's explained in the video, but to kind of give you an idea of where the area was. So I left this area and walked in another hour. It was about, looking at the video timestamp, it was 6:01 when I walked through the area going out the trail. I go out for an hour, turn around and start making my way back, and about almost exactly 1 hour later I come back down the same trail. As I'm going down the trail, I notice beside the trail, you'll actually see in the video, I'm back trailing filming, and I stop and look down, and there are 6 or 7 rocks stacked up on a little stump, and under the top rock this was left, and all that's in the video. And I swear to you, on the way out that was not there. Unfortunately, when I checked my video, I was filming up into the woods because when I point my camera right, I look left. So if I was looking left, there's no way I could have missed it because I've been looking right at it. So it wasn't there when I went through. But when I came back, this was left underneath the rock. Now the interesting thing is I've looked it up on the internet, and I even smell it, and it has a little bit of a minty smell to it. This is called hoary mountain mint, and it's native to the Appalachian Mountains. And one of the main uses for this, get this, is a natural bug repellent, an insect repellent. So now get ready to swallow your tongues. Here's my little theory. I was being watched as I was eating and drinking my water, and they saw me put my bug spray on, saw me swatting the gnats and the mosquitoes. So after I walked through, they piled the stones up, picked some mountain mint for me, and left it so I would find it as a bug repellent. So as a little gift, my Bigfoot friends left me some mint as a bug repellent, and that's my theory. And I know some of you just probably fell off your computer chair and can't wait to tell me what a big idiot I am, but if you got a better theory on how this gets plucked and placed under a pile of rocks, I'd like to hear it. Especially after putting everything together, and I got back home and started thinking about it. You know, it blew my mind. You know, at first I thought, well, maybe some hikers or something were playing a prank on me, but there were no other hikers up there, only the people on horseback. Plus, why would they leave me mint? You know. So anyway, you know, if they were going to play a prank, I don't think they would have done that. So to date, as far as gift giving, I mean, I've been given a skull before, but I mean, this is a practical gift, you know, which means they were being watched. It shows intelligence to know that I was covered in bugs, and it's kind of saying, hey, here's your bug spray. Of course, it took me looking it up on the internet to figure out what it all meant. Of course, some of you may think it's a stretch, and if you do, that's fine. But it was just an amazing revelation for me to think that they may have actually seen me and watched me swatting the bugs and left me a natural bug repellent. That's a huge step. So enjoy the video. Hopefully that explains it and sets it up. And I'm sure you'll fire away with your comments. I have no flipping clue. I didn't see that when I came through. And that was about an hour and a half ago playing a joke, so just weird. It's just very close to where I got my feather last week. I bought my hat. It was actually laying on the side of the trail around the bend. Just around the corner, so let's do this. It's been there for just a little bit. Decided to go back. I'm going to leave a candy bar or a granola bar instead of just a flour. Okay, I took a granola bar and left it, and then I took another granola bar, unwrapped it and took a bite out of it. Chewed it up and swallowed it so if anything's watching it could see. So we'll see what happens. I mean, this won't be here when I come back next week, but if it was legit, it really was a Bigfoot that did this, and hopefully this gift will be accepted. There can be some sort of rapport built here, because I'm being serious. Just 30 yards up the trail, this feather was left on the side of the trail last week. I thought it was coincidence, but I guess there's no such thing. Anyway, one last look.